Hey guys, this is Ashley Seacrest again. So Darren said that I would give y'all a little bit more information about what happened Saturday, since he apparently doesn't remember much of it. So Saturday night, right about the time the sun was going down, I've been kind of equating it to sundowning. It's not something that's really ever happened before, and ooh, this was really bad. So about the time sun went down, he started kind of getting antsy. Things weren't quite clicking like they normally do. He wasn't, he was being a little bit afraid-ish. And when he gets that way, I'm generally a little bit afraid to go to sleep. When does sleep for 20, 30 minutes, when he tries to go to sleep, he'll mumble a lot of different things, talk in his sleep, which when everything is normal, he doesn't do, but that's kind of how I know when his toxins are getting bad in the past, when something isn't quite right, because he'll start mumbling in his sleep, saying things and just not really making a lot of sense. So anyway, Saturday he was doing that. I wasn't really trying to go to sleep. Normally around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I get a chance to try to go to sleep. He's usually kind of calmed down, probably slept for an hour or so at this point without mumbling, so I feel it's comfortable to finally try and get some sleep. Saturday night, that wasn't the case. He was still very agitated, and whenever I tried to go to sleep, he had mumbled something. I kind of slightly woke him up, and all hell broke loose. So about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, he woke up, freaked out, saying that it was dark, and which we keep our bathroom light on. I keep our bathroom light on because he doesn't, so he can get to the bathroom and stuff as needed, and everything like that. So it wasn't any darker than normal, but he was deathly afraid that it was super dark. He had me pull lamps out from the living room to bring more light into our bedroom. He kept his lamp on. He just started really freaking out about the dark and being afraid of the dark. He at one point decided he was going to go watch some TV, which happens. He wakes up, doesn't feel like going back to sleep or whatever, and goes watch TV. Normally I'm able to go to sleep at that time. But he wasn't comfortable with being out in the living room by himself, so he wanted me to be out there in the living room with him. So about 4 o'clock-ish, 4 or 5 o'clock, I'm out there in the living room with him trying to sleep on our little couch because he doesn't want to be alone. He didn't want to be alone. Everything was too dark. He kept asking about the sun, where the sun was, when it was coming up, 4 o'clock in the morning, where's the sun? Like I said, he was wanting as much light as I could possibly get him. He kept having me do his blood pressure and stuff, kept saying that something wasn't right, it's not right, it's going to end. And then 6:30, 7 o'clock, when the sun's kind of coming up, we had to go get my daughter, so we went outside, and he kind of calmed down. Couldn't blame him for sleeping all day Sunday. I mean, he was terrified, and when you're that terrified, it's mental, it's physical, it's everything. So, but I mean, he was terrified Saturday night. I mean, he said that it was anxiety, and it may have been, but he was terrified Saturday night. Of everything. He kept saying that it felt like it was the end. Different, just terrified Saturday night. And so Sunday, we went to church. He did want to go to church. It was Testimony Sunday. So he wanted to go to church and do that. Then we went home, and basically we went to sleep pretty much right away. I slept for a few hours. He slept literally from noon Sunday till morning Monday. He got up Monday. He was relaxed and doing pretty well. He wasn't freaked out. He actually seemed to have a lot of energy. He's been using his walker to walk around more than his wheelchair this past week. He's feeling a lot better mentally, I think, or at least he was. This morning he had another kind of freak out. Just very scared. But for the most part, he's feeling okay. He's been swelling. I know we've said he swelled before, but usually that swelling he's able to get off with his diuretics. His urine is still good, but for some reason some of the fluid in his feet just it's not going away like it was before. So it's sitting there, it's staying, and the longer that stays, the more likely it is that it's going to stay. And it's also going to get worse. I did notice some swelling in his hands earlier today. But other than that, I mean, that's what happened Saturday. Saturday night, I mean, he was terrified. He was terrified of the dark. He was terrified of just everything, and I guess he doesn't remember it, so that's what happened Saturday. I'll see if he wants to do a video later. He probably will, but we'll see, and until then, thanks. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you feel.